Hey guys, it's Alex here, and as you can tell, not in my normal space, and the sound quality is gonna be a little bit lower on this video because I'm not with my microphone y'all usually see, and I just had to get this Sunday Night Spotlight video out, mainly because it's week 17, the last week, and also because it's the 49ers going into the Seahawks. The 49ers are currently 12-3 and they're facing the 11-4 Seahawks. So unlike the rest of the games that we're having today, where we have players resting or those sorts of things are just throwaway games. I mean, the Bengals beat the Browns and the Patriots lost to the Dolphins. I mean, those kinds of games. Tonight is really going to have serious playoff implications. In fact, I have right here the implications for both the Seahawks and the 49ers, depending on whether they lose or win. So, starting with the Seahawks are number 3 seed and host the 6th-seeded Minnesota Vikings next weekend if they win tonight. The Seahawks will be the number 5 seed with a loss and play the winner of the NFC East, either Philadelphia or Dallas. And then on the 49ers side, we have the 49ers will be the number 1 overall seed with the win and would be the number 5 seed with a loss and will play the NFC East winner, whether that be the Philadelphia Eagles or the Dallas Cowboys, which is kind of funny because you have what's going to be a 12-4 or a 12-4 team on either end. Where actually it'll be a 12-4 and then 11-5 team, and they'll play an 8-8 Philadelphia or an 8-8 Dallas sort of thing. So either way, I think the NFC East winner is going to get screwed in that matchup, whether they end up playing 49ers or they play the Seahawks. But down to this game, and why this game is so important is really we've kind of broken down a lot of the statistics over the weeks on both of these teams, and they're both really solid teams, but they have injury gaps. Particularly on the Seahawks side, as we saw, Chris Carson has a hip injury, will not return and will not play in the playoffs. So who'd they bring in? They brought in old friend Marshawn Lynch. Now, Marshawn Lynch is going to be on the Seahawks side while the 49ers still have their 3-headed monster of Mostert, Coleman, and Breida. So kind of you give the edge to the 49ers. And just for the betting odds, for all the bettors and the predictions and the pick people out there, the 49ers are favored by 3.5 points and the over-under is set at 46 points. Now, I heavily believe the under on that. I don't think they'll reach 46 points on either side. I don't think it'll be a 23-23 kind of win or whatever it may be. I don't think it's going to go that route. I think it'll be a much heavier defensive style because both teams are very, very stout defensively, and that's kind of their bread and butter. And then also on the 49ers side, they're not known to be throwing the ball down the field. And so you're really going to see a lot of handoffs in this game. On Seattle side, it's going to be really interesting because Marshawn, if he catches fire, they're going to ride that train. But if he doesn't, it's going to be a lot in Russell Wilson's hands and really on the ground for him. Tyler Lockett is still available, so Tyler Lockett will definitely be a target this game. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Seahawks generate any sort of offense in this game. I'm sure they will. Pete Carroll is a veteran coach, and he understands how to work his team. And it's just going to be interesting. Now, I've gone over how stout the defenses are, and the 49ers, really what their bread and butter is going to be running the ball, not really putting a lot of pressure on Jimmy G, even though he has George Kittle available. It's really just going to be a lot of running. The last thing I really want to run over injury-wise is that left tackle Dwayne Brown is out for the Seahawks. So going to be interesting to see how exactly they work when you also have Marshawn in the backfield. How are you going to generate any running or any, how are you going to develop an offense really or do well offensively when your left tackle's out and then your starting running backs are out and you have to bring in a guy who's off the couch. Now, Marshawn is no scrub, but it is going to be difficult for the Seahawks to really generate any sort of momentum, I believe, in this game. That's why I'm picking the 49ers. I think they will secure the number 1 overall seed, and we'll see Seattle, I believe, play the winner of the NFC East, which will either be Dallas or Philadelphia. Both teams, I believe, will lose to the Seahawks, but I don't think the Seahawks pull out a win here. I think it's just too much against them. The injuries are against them, and I can't really see them being able to generate any offense, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but Russell Wilson is really going to have to take a lot into his hands, and I just don't see it happening. I see Jimmy G and the 49ers rolling into the number 1 seed, and that is everything I have for you guys. Sunday Spotlight here. We have finished the regular season, week 17. It was a great season. The playoffs are going to be a ton of fun, but Sunday Spotlight will be retiring until next year, which I really enjoy doing these videos because I think I learn a lot about a lot of these teams and then find a lot of interesting statistics and kind of take a grand scale of all the different teams. So each week, that is. And so it'll be fun, and it'll be continued next year, but this is the last Sunday Spotlight. So again, if you haven't checked out any of the previous videos, check out the YouTube channel. They're also on the website. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. The website is idealsportsentertainment.com. Make sure to check out the Instagram, trying to build a following there, Ideal Sports Entertainment. I am at Alex DeClaire on Twitter, and I will see you next time.